In this example, we are going to create a cover letter generator. So we'll ask user to enter their resume information, job details, and then select the tone for the cover letter. And then when we click the button, we'll write a tailored cover letter based on the information they provide here. So let's start by adding a container component. And for this one, we'll need two multi-line text inputs, one for the resume, one for the job details. And we'll need a select input for selecting the tone. And then we'll need a button to run the action. So for this one, let's add a label, let's say your resume. And for the placeholder, copy paste your resume information here. For the second one, this is job details, copy paste job details here. So for the select input, let's label it as tone, select the tone, and then for the options, let's go with the bulk option here, and in each line we'll provide a value. Let's say confident, friendly, humble, and optimistic. Cool. As you can see, those values are here now. And when we click this button, let's first change its label, write my cover letter. So when this button is clicked, we want to execute an action. So let's create our action next. Let's go to action menu and we'll create a prompt action. So let's click the add new button. And here, first we select a model. So we have a bunch of different AI models here, but since we are generating text, let's go with GPT-4. And this is a name that will help us remember what this was. Let's say cover letter writer. So when we click this button, this prompt will be executed. So let's say you are a professional cover letter writer. Write a tailored cover letter for the given resume and job description using. So now we want to make use of this values user select in these input fields. So let's go to the resume. So whatever user types here, the value, the text they write will be stored in this data key. In other words, it will be stored in this variable. So let's make this name resume input. So now this text, whatever user types in, will be stored on the resume input variable. For the job details, let's change this to make it more descriptive. Job details input. And for this one, let's say tone input. Okay, now while creating our prompt, we can use these variables. Now we can say write a tailored cover letter for the given resume and job description using a friendly tone. So that friendly will come from the user selection. So we'll say tone input in double curly braces. So if user select humble, this will turn into write a tailored cover letter for the given resume and job description using a humble tone. And then let's say resume information comes from resume input, job details, so basically when this button is clicked, all these variables or data keys will be replaced with the actual values coming from these input components. So for the output we want text. So result data key is when this action is being executed, the result needs to be written somewhere. So that's where this result data key is. So if we say cover letter output, the result will be stored in this cover letter output data key. And now we'll use it shortly. So now we save our action, so it's here. Now when we select the button, we can select this new action we created, cover letter writer. So we select the cover letter writer. And now to show the result, let's go back to components menu and add another container. And here let's add a text component. So you can use markdown syntax, so you can just use this line and space, it turns into a heading, second level heading. So let's say cover letter, and in the next line, so the result key for our action was, as you can see here, the result will be stored in this data key or variable. So we can here say cover letter output. So as the result is written into this variable, it will start showing up here. And here, let's also put another text component and say your input. So when we preview this, as you can see, this is showing up. So probably we don't want to show this till user clicks the button. So what we can do is we can select this container component and use this hidden when field. So if we write cover letter output, that means this is hidden when cover letter output exists. So what we want to do is we want to hide it when it doesn't exist, which is done by this exclamation mark. So now this component will be hidden when cover letter output doesn't exist. And also select our outer container and change its color to transparent. And now let's see how it works. So for the resume information, I'll just copy and paste an example resume. And for the job details, I'll copy paste another text from here. Okay, now we have the resume job details, and then we select a tone. Now when we click the button, this information will be used and sent to the AI engine, and it will just start writing the cover letter, and then result is written into cover letter output data key, which we used here. So it will just start flowing into here. And that's pretty much it. You can build similar tools, very different tools. It just takes a couple of minutes.